What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Skeletron, and welcome back to some more Terraria. In the last episode, ladies and gentlemen, we did a couple of fights of the Queen Bee, and off camera I did a few more. I think I did around 9 or so fights, and I got a bunch more loot. So if we go ahead and check out what we have here, we have a brand new item known as the Honeycomb. And what the Honeycomb does is if we take damage in a fight, it actually spawns a couple of bees that will do damage to the enemy. I actually have one equipped right now that is called the Wild Honeycomb, and this one releases bees when damaged and also gives us +1 melee speed. +1 melee speed isn't a big deal, but you know, it is something added to us. It's not as good as, you know, something else like our +3% damage that I took off our Angry Lucky Horseshoe for, but it is good, and we can always re-roll this for something better. I think the other one that we have is, yes, another Wild Honeycomb, so it's the exact same thing, but we can always re-roll these in order to get something else. As you can tell, I have a ridiculous amount of bottled honey from this as well now, as well as a bunch of different bee guns. I have the Zealous bee gun, I have the Deadly bee gun, which is probably the best roll that we have out of all the bee guns. We have Hurtful, we have Annoying, which is not very good, -22% damage and -17% speed. That one's really bad. I also just got this one from our last fight. I have more bee shirts, I have hives, I have hive wands, I have more honey blocks. By the way, I figured out that honey blocks are not whenever lava touches honey. That is something else. I think that's called crusted honey or something like that. But whenever water touches honey, you get honey blocks. So these were actually super easy to farm, and I was just a moron. Anyway, also bee wax. I got a ton of that. I have 258 bee nades now, so that is absolutely amazing. I have a few more of the beekeepers. This is the nimble beekeeper. It's +5% speed. Still not as good as our nasty beekeeper, but it's another sword nonetheless. Anything else that we got out of this? I don't think so. The one big thing that I wanted to show off is the one reason that I kept farming this guy, and that is Deadly the Bee's Knees. This is an amazing bow because what it does is it takes your regular arrows, your regular wooden arrows, as you can see is my first slot, and it takes these arrows and replaces them with bees. And the target that you hit actually gets stung by all those bees. So where it says that it's only 30 range damage, it's 30 range damage with the initial shot, but the bees actually sting afterward, so it's a lot more damage than just 30. So this thing is absolutely amazing and something that I absolutely had to get. I could not continue on from the Queen Bee without getting this. I was hoping that we would get it on camera in the last episode, but after 3 fights, we just didn't get it, so I decided to get it off camera, and this thing is amazing. Dude, we are looking in ship shape nowadays here in our Terraria world. We are not looking bad at all, and I'm feeling a lot more confident with the gear that we have. Anyway, let's go ahead and do a recall potion, and I am going to set up some stuff here. I'm going to organize all of my chests as I usually do, and then, I say usually do as my chests are in complete disarray, but anyway, then we're going to get on with the episode, and I think we may try another boss today. I do. Alright, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get some things sorted around here, and I'll bring you guys back in just a minute. Alright, ladies and gents, we are back, and a couple of last minute preparations before we go to our next boss, and that is going to be to increase our mana. As you can see, we only have 1 star of mana right now. We have 20 out of 20 mana, which is basically nothing. We have no mana. We've put no stats at all into mana so far because I haven't been using magic at all. But with the new bee gun that we have, it is going to be very useful to have a ton of mana in order to use this gun effectively. So in order to make new mana containers, kind of like heart containers, what you need is the 3 fallen stars. So 3 of these fallen stars will make a mana crystal. You use the mana crystal and it permanently increases your maximum mana by 20. I have 16 of these fallen stars, so I'm just going to use all of them and get as much mana as we possibly can. I should have been upgrading this from the start of the game, but I've been using it for fishing bait as well. And yeah, probably not the best idea to be doing that, but I really needed the fishing bait at the same time. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use all of these mana, and we should get up to a fair amount. So, as you can see, we now have 120 mana available, which is a significant increase, a very significant increase, and that will let our bee gun actually be useful in fights. Now, we're still going to be using things like bee nades, things like the bee's knees, our dangerous fiery greatsword, our nasty beekeeper. All of these are going to be extremely useful in our fights. But what are we fighting? Well, I will meet you guys over there. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, we are over here at the dungeon. We are here with the old man that we found very, very early on in our Let's Play, but we never challenged him because he is actually the monster, Skeletron. And what I'm going to do is here during the day, I'm going to set up an arena to fight Skeletron in, and then at nighttime, we're going to give him a go. It should be a pretty fun and interesting fight. I have never fought him before, and from what I understand, he can be pretty rough. So I'm a bit scared of him, but I think we'll do just fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up an arena first and foremost. I'm going to do it on top of this here. I'm going to do it on top of the dungeon itself. I'll probably just do it like, I don't know, right here. And what we'll do is we're just going to come with platforms all along here so that we can move easily between the different levels. Basically exactly what we did for the Queen Bee arena. Same concept, just above ground, basically. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start setting up platforms, and I'm just going to extend us a pretty massive area. I want to be able to move up and down, left, right, as much as I possibly can. And I think mobility is really going to be what wins us this fight. So I'm going to keep working here, and hopefully I will have this done by nighttime, and we can fight Mr. Skeletron. Alrighty, ladies and gents, we are back and night has fallen. I am going to be in my pause screen here for a minute because I want to explain my plan to you. First and foremost, notice that the boss arena is done. We have 3 layers of wooden platforms set up that we are able to jump between to hopefully avoid Skeletron's attacks. We also have 2 layers of triangular steps here in the middle that will hopefully allow us to not only continue running horizontally without the need to jump, but also give us a little bit of a level change to hopefully throw Skeletron off in some way. This is basically the boss arena that I see a lot of people making online, so it's got to be good for some reason, so I'm kind of copying it. So anyway, this is the boss arena that we've made. Now, let's talk about my plan for the boss battle itself. First and foremost, Skeletron is a flying enemy, so melee weapons are probably not going to do too well. Not to mention, Skeletron resists pretty much every single debuff that you can put on him. So he resists fire, he resists poison. The only thing that I know he doesn't resist is frostburn arrows, which I don't have any of those and I haven't crafted any, so we're not going to worry about those because we have another method that we are going to use to try and kill Skeletron, and that is bees. There is a reason that we killed Queen Bee before doing Skeletron, because now we have access to bee nades, we also have access to the deadly bee gun, and we also have access to deadly the bee's knees. All of these are going to be spawning a ridiculous amount of bees into the area that should attack Skeletron and do a insane amount of damage. That is my hope anyway. Pretty much all of my cards are in this basket of the bees being able to take Skeletron. on and us just being able to kind of run around him willy-nilly, just avoiding his attacks. Now let's talk about Skeletron himself. Other than that he cannot have any debuffs applied to him, he also is a nighttime boss. You have to fight him at nighttime. You can only summon him by talking to the old man in the dungeon at nighttime. Now, if your battle for some reason lasts through the night, you are not able to kill him during the nighttime, which is why my menu is paused right now, by the way, then when it turns daytime, Skeletron gets an insane boost to all of his stats. He gets a boost to his attack, his defense. He basically becomes one of the dungeon guardians, which is almost impossible to beat. I have seen videos of people beating them, but it's just insane. It's an insane task to try and do, so we're not going to do that. We're going to try and kill this guy during the nighttime to try and get us access to this dungeon. Once you beat Skeletron, you can access the dungeon without the guardians attacking you and killing you. So here goes nothing. I paused here at the beginning of nighttime, so hopefully we'll have enough time to get this thing done. Without further ado, let's do this thing. I am super duper nervous, but let's head down here. Hello, Mr. Old Man. How are you doing? I know you are not actually an old man, and you are my enemy. But let's go ahead and... Stranger, do you possess the strength to defeat my master? We're gonna curse him. Hello, master! Oh! Alright, here we go, boys. First and foremost, B-nades. Alright, let's see if we can get to this next area. I'm just gonna throw a ton of B-nades right off the bat. First and foremost, we're going to want to destroy his hands. Looks like both of his hands are going down relatively easily. Oh man, B-nades. B-nades are OP, man. Wow. Okay, one hand is already done. I have so many B-nades left. Let's just throw them. Oh, this dude's dead. This dude is beyond dead. He is insanely beyond dead. Here, have another one. You know what? Maybe we should just use the B-gun a bit. Achievement complete! Boned! Skeletron has been defeated! That was way too easy. That was way too easy. What is Skeletron hand? Ooh, it's equipable. Oh. Oh, it's a hook. Well, that's cool. That's really cool. I like that. Okay, now, I don't know how to rematch Skeletron. Because the old man, I believe, is going to become a part of our NPCs now. Basically, we broke the curse of the old man, and he's no longer guarding the entranceway to the dungeon. And we're going to have a very, very similar looking man come to the NPC village very soon. In the next night cycle, basically, this man is going to show up at the NPC village. But yeah, that was insanely easy. I kind of want to take him on again, but I don't know how to take him on again. Well, we have access to the dungeon now, so that's a good thing. This is something that I've been wanting to get into for quite a while now. And now, as you can see, whenever we jump on this first shelf, we are not attacked by the Guardian. At the beginning of this season, or I guess of the beginning of this series, I was being killed on this shelf over and over again and was having a hard time getting my stuff back. As you can see, that is no longer an issue. All right, well, oh, hey, but we do have other issues. Hello, friend. Oh, wow, you're really easy, too. Am I just over-leveled for pre-hard mode now? Is that what's happening here? Am I just insanely overpowered now? I don't know. Well, anyway, I'm going to collect up these books and I'm going to explore the dungeon. I have never been in here. And I don't know if this is something that I should be record. What the heck is this thing? Ow! Hey! 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 You relax yourself, Mr. Skull. Go away. Well, okay then. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything entertaining in this dungeon. I know that there's like a lot of different materials that we've been needing to get out of here. But I don't know if there's like bosses and stuff like that are in here, or if it's just like regular creatures in a new area. I really don't know. I imagine there's going to be some traps and stuff though, so I am kind of looking forward to that. Not going to lie. Okay, torches. Nice, nice. I want to break all of these bookshelves because I'm looking for a particular book that is a magic-based book, which would be very useful to me at this point, I believe. Nope, no book there. Okay. It's fine. We'll find it eventually, I'm sure. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is this a trap? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, I can't see. I can't see. I can't see. Fire sword. Fire sword time. Fire sword time. Oh, the one good thing about the fire sword is it illuminates everything. Okay. What is this guy? Bound mechanic. Did we find ourselves another NPC already? Hello, friend. Thanks, it was just a matter of time before I ended up like the rest of the skeletons down here. Shop. Oh! Oh, okay. So this is wires. This has got to be the mechanism guy. Wires, switches, pressure plates, mechanical lenses. What is that for? Grants improved wire vision. Interesting. Mechanical ruler, junction box, actuator, booster tracks. I don't know. This is like redstone in Minecraft. I don't know anything about any of this, to be honest with you. A wire bulb. Interesting. I actually know more about redstone in Minecraft than I know about this stuff. So, yeah, that's something that I'll have to learn over time, I imagine. But I think that Ginger here is going to be joining our NPCs at our base now. So that is nice. I think we have enough rooms over there for him to stay. Looks like I need a golden key. I have a golden key back at my base, but, yeah. I don't want to go back there yet. That's the honest truth. I don't want to go back there yet because I just got access to the dungeon. I just got access to this. I want to explore around. I don't want to go back for a key. All right, let's check out these books. This is really what I want. Can I get the special book? Got a metal shelf. Not really what I wanted. No. 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 Okay. All right, well, I guess I'm going to explore around for a bit, just see what's around, what's crack-a-lacking around here. And if I find anything super interesting, then I'll bring you guys back. Man, it is dark in this area. I am glad that I can place things on the back wall, though. That's super nice. Can you guys... Thank you. Yeah, all of you guys die. Yeah, run into the sword. Good job, you big dummies. Alrighty, ladies and gents, we are back, and mobs are spawning like crazy in this area. I think it's because I have this water candle effect that increases monsters' spawn rate while I'm in the dungeon. I don't see a water candle around anywhere, so I think this is just a permanent effect while we are in here, which is not cool. But I did get a couple of golden keys from attacking some of these guys, some of the angry bones dudes. Anyway, looks like I got some glow sticks, some recall potions, a danger sense potion, archery potion, dynamite, and a shadow key. Opens all shadow chests. I don't know that I found any shadow chests, but okay, that sounds interesting. I don't need a green dungeon base for any reason. I have another golden key. I don't need a metal shelf for right now. I can come back and steal those later if I want to. And the green dungeon candelabra, I don't know how to say that word. Whatever. Those things are kind of cool looking, so I want to keep them for right now. But okay, this chest is not bad. Did I bring my piggy bank with me? I think I left my piggy bank on the table back in my house. I don't see it in my inventory. Yeah, pretty sure I did. So inventory management is going to be key here. Also, I got this ancient iron helmet. I'm not sure what this is, but I got it as a drop from something, and I don't know what it is. So I guess I'll have to look that up at some point because, yeah, I'm kind of unfamiliar with that. Ooh, a warding shackle. That sounds interesting. Spiked shackle. I think I have a couple of these, actually. That's not as impressive. I got a fallen star, bombs. Okay. Just looking for things I can get rid of. I can get rid of the wooden platforms for right now. Mud blocks I don't need for right now. I can go and collect more of those. Don't need antlion, whatever those things are called, mandibles. Waterleaf seeds. Okay, anyway, I'm going to keep organizing my inventory as I go along. But for right now, there was a golden chest up here. And I happen to have a key now, so... Excuse me. There we go. And we got the Marumasa. 23 melee damage, 4% critical strike chance, very fast speed, very weak knockback, and it is a material. This looks like a brand new sword. That is pretty cool. Got ourselves some dynamite, got ourselves some water walking potions, and we got ourselves some glow sticks. Not bad. Now, I think that this Marumasa is a particular weapon that we need in order to craft the best sword in pre-hard mode. Now, we'll cover that a little bit later here, but I'm pretty sure we need the Fiery Greatsword, we need the Muramasa, and we need the Blade of Grass, and we need one more sword. I believe it's the Blood Butcherer in order to craft the best sword in pre-hard mode. So, I guess whenever we go back to the base later, we can make ourselves a bit of an upgrade. Anyway, I'm going to continue exploring this dungeon for a little while longer, see if I can find some more chests, some more keys, stuff like that. I'm just really intrigued by it right now because I've never been in here before. So, yeah, I'm just going to explore and we'll see what I find. So, I'll bring you guys back in just a minute. Alrighty, ladies and gents, another chest has been found, and we got ourselves another golden key, as well as we got ourselves a tally counter. I think I got this as a drop from one of these enemies, though, and this is actually really important because it allows us to combine some more of these guys whenever we get back to the base. We're getting all kinds of upgrades now that we're down here. Also, looks like we got ourselves a suspicious-looking eye, another way to summon the Eye of Cthulhu. We have Jester's Arrows, Flaming Arrows, Healing Potions, Invisibility, Recall, Gold Coin, Bone Welder. Okay, used in special crafting. Not bad. I will take it, and I will leave the spike behind, because there seems to be plenty of those here in the dungeon. If we never need some in the future, I'm sure we can get them. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and continue on here. And it's probably not going to be too long from now that I'm going to head back to the... Whoa. Check that out. That's frightening. Alright, well, now I'll have nightmares. Alrighty, ladies and gents, we are back, and I'm still here in the dungeon, opening up one last chest, and also we have this weird-looking altar behind us. But before we get into the altar, let's look at what we have in this chest. First and foremost, we have some torches. We have some Featherfall potions. Those are not bad. Some healing potions, some silver bars, a suspicious-looking eye, and a brisk cobalt shield. This is pretty useful, I think. However, I think it has to go in one of our equipment slots, which yeah, I don't know that I like that. Now, it does increase our defense by 1. I just wish that I wish that we could reroll Brisk. I guess we can do that whenever we get back to the base. We can reroll Brisk and see if we get something better. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these books. I don't think they're particularly useful. Go ahead and pick up the silver bars and something else that I can get rid of. Lenses, I'll get rid of those for right now. I have plenty of those back at the base. I also want the ability to pick up this altar, so I need to get rid of one more thing. Oh, our hammer. Haha, I always make new one of those anyway, so that is perfect. All right, we're going to take a bit of damage there. And now we have ourselves a bewitching table, and we also have some more chests below. But I don't have time. Oh man, we're getting overrun here. Okay, let's go ahead and head back to our base. Drink a potion. Nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me get my inventory once again organized, and then I'll bring you guys back in just a minute, and we're going to do a bit of crafting. Oh, hey, Nigel. What's up, dude? Mama always said I would make a great tailor. Hey, looks like we can get a wig, some pants, a shirt, a summer hat, some pink thread, and some black thread from this guy. Okay, notice he also looks very similar to the old man that we just broke the curse on at the dungeon. Weird how that happens. Interesting. We also have Ginger back over here, and he is kind of your redstone engineering guy. He's your engineer or something. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to empty out my inventory, and I'll bring you guys back in just a minute. Alrighty, ladies and gents, we are back, and I have my inventory cleaned up a little bit. It's still not perfect. I still have some junk in here, but I want to do a couple of crafts before I end off today's episode. So, first and foremost, I am up here at our little tinker table. I don't know what this thing's called again. I completely forgot. It's whatever our goblin tinkerer gave us. Anyway, this crafting table, and we should now be able to craft the Rec 3000. This takes the tally counter that we just got, the life form analyzer, and the radar, and combines them all into one contraption. This displays number of monsters, kill count, and rare creatures. So it's just going to combine all of the things that we have in our inventory, and then bada bing, bada boom, we have the Hasty Rec 3000, as well as now the Wild GPS. Now we just need to get all the stuff for the stopwatch, and we will be good to go, and we'll be able to create our cell phone. Our data over here is really starting to fill up. That is quite nice. However, there is still one last craft that I would like to do in today's episode. As you can see, I have the Muramasa, I have the Fiery Greatsword, I have the Blood Butcherer, I have the Blade of Grass. It's time to find ourselves a Demon Altar, ladies and gentlemen. We need to find a crafting table very quickly for us to make the Knight's Edge. What is the Knight's Edge, you might be asking? Well, it is the most powerful pre-hard mode sword that you can get, and we are getting it pretty early on here. I mean, it's not, lightning fast or anything, but we still have several bosses to complete, and hey, we're about to have the best sword that you can have in the game at this point, so that is going to be absolutely amazing. Now, I thought that I had an altar down here somewhere, but it appears not. I do know where one is at, though. We can head over to the Crimson area, and there's a ton over there. So, I'll tell you what, guys, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to head that way, and I'll bring you guys back in just a minute. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are down here in the Crimson, and it is looking pretty freaky, as always. But we now have all four of our swords that we need to craft the Knight's Edge. We have the Blood Butcher, we have the Fiery Greatsword, we have the Muramasa, and we have the Blade of Grass. And just for reference, the Fiery Greatsword is currently our best sword that we have. 46 melee damage, 6 critical strike chance, slow speed, strong knockback, and it's made out of fire, so it does fire damage. Whereas the Knight's Edge has a significant improvement in melee damage. It has 51 melee damage, 4% critical strike chance, average speed, average knockback, and is a weapon. Let's go ahead and craft this baby. As you can see, it used up all 4 of our swords. And we have the Forceful Knight's Edge. 51 melee damage, 4% critical strike chance, average speed, average knockback, and plus 15% knockback added to it. Let's go ahead and check out what this thing is. So it looks like it seems fairly normal. It hits like a truck, but it seems fairly normal. It does produce some light. Very interesting. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is the best sword that you can get in pre-hard mode. I kind of want to test this on some enemies, though. I tell you what. I'm going to go down into our elevator. I'm going to head down to hell, and I'm just going to try this thing on a couple of enemies that are down here. The hell enemies are pretty strong, so it may not be a great comparison if you're like fighting normal zombies or something, because these are a little bit stronger than the normal zombies, but it should tell us kind of where the Knight's Edge actually sits in terms of how I like this thing. I know it has the highest melee damage, but is it actually better than something like my B-Sword? I'm really enjoying my B-Sword lately. So that was 55 damage. That is pretty good. We're 2-hitting those lava slimes. That is very good. Where's one of those demons? They have pretty high defense. Dude, check out the purple on this. I like that. Can we get a demon flying around? That would be great. I don't see any demons in this area. Well, that is disappointing. Okay, well, I think that is going to be where I wrap up today's episode. I do hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video, as well as if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe for more Terraria and Minecraft content coming soon. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a great day. This thing's hitting like a truck, by the way. I can definitely tell that it's the most powerful that you can get in pre-hard mode. It hits really hard. I was kind of hoping... Whoa, hey. I was kind of hoping that it would have some type of ranged ability with it, though. So that is a bit of a disappointment. Oh, well, that's fine.